Okay. Hi. I'm gonna be recording my play a position portion for the final project. For this, I'm gonna be playing Don't Starve from a plant-based perspective because I thought that would be a really interesting experience for understanding how the position changes the decision making I'm making, since food resources are such a central part of this game. And I'm just going to play the classic version and play as the fire starter because she's my favorite character. So generally when I play this, I'll be pretty reliant on rabbits for food and tracking them. Something interesting I forgot to mention just now was that with the rabbits, so you set up a trap. So I'll set up a trap just to show how I would typically do this with the rabbits. Because actually murdering them outright with your hands will give you like a karma penalty. And if not that, then I think they call them curious comes. So typically I would just set up the traps, take the rabbits, and then hold them in my inventory or trap them in the chest until it starves. Because then you don't get the karma penalty for some reason. But we're not eating this one. And I am kind of wondering how it's gonna go outside any of these. Whether I'm gonna have to be doing a lot more active exploration for things like carrots and such. Keep track of where all the berry bushes are, since those are renewable food. Renewable plant food. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we see we have the option to murder them. And then the moon car in the background with the icon shows how far they are from civilization. So it's not going to be very far. Okay, so I think I'm maybe 30 or 40 minutes in now. We're on day 5. We're not having any serious issues with hunger yet, but I've been having to consider whether to move where we're set up based on where berry bushes are located, because right now that's my only food source. connect that to, I don't know, question whether, I don't know, mistakes in moving and people being imperfect, especially early on, I see talked about with, like, not knowing, what's vegan and what's not checking ingredients, or having to get used to recognizing things that might be derived from animal products on ingredients lists that you wouldn't necessarily expect. And then I feel like there's more I had in mind on that point. Oh, just like being served stuff. I guess in real life it's not so easy to accidentally order something with your hands as in this game. Okay, so this seems like a decent place to stop for a moment and just reflect on the experience. And we've got some monster food right here. Yeah, so just in terms of like holding to a position and the decision making that it requires to do so, in this case we're not exploiting animal resources. So this came up a few times. There was a question of manure, which I didn't decide to use since within the frame of how the game presents it to us, I don't see how it's unethical to use the manure, how it harms the beefaloes which drop it in any way, and it allows for more sustainable food use. The next issue was we accidentally killed a rabbit, which was in this moment. And having really felt like, as soon as I picked it, I was holding the lighter object, so it lit the rabbit on fire, and there was nothing to do at that point. I am not using the cooked morsel that they dropped as a food resource. In mine, at least, not exploiting animal products. And I guess just more generally, it makes sense for someone who wants to, like, I don't know, I guess vegans in general, it seems like, don't consider, like, using non-vegan foods that are gonna go to waste anyway, like, would not consider that vegan, even if it's just a matter of, like, can I want to So I'm just trying to stay online with that in how I play it out. And then finally what happened shortly here, what dropped the monster meat here was a wolf that attacked us. And the first time the wolf attack came, I decided I was going to try not to kill them since, like, there's an issue of, are these things sentient? Do they know what they're doing? And you have a different option than killing them. And at first, when I just kept running, they, like, fell off and left me alone. But then they returned and really weren't gonna stop at all. So then at that point, I consider it a matter of, like, it's a survival question. And the way I see veganism generally defined is, avoiding animal exploitation products as far as is possible and practicable. And I mean, I guess for one, like, that doesn't address at all, like, simply, like, killing something for your own survival as opposed to for resource exploitation, which was not my intent with killing the wolf. Like, I guess I could decide not to use its bones and use monster meat that they drop. I probably would decide not to use monster meat. Then there are other things. These pig skins I picked up from some like set pieces or whatever in the game, where they have the pig heads on a pipe, and the pig is already dead. It's just the decoration out there, and so I'm able to harvest that resource without, like, you know, directly contributing to their exploitation or abuse. So, but then I'm not sure, like, I don't know. If I were trying to be, like, strictly vegan here, I would probably try and avoid using, like, even that stuff, maybe. I guess this, like, I don't know. Realistically, this is a survival scenario for whoever's, like, actually dropped off in this place, whatever you call this place that we're at. But I think any vegan would, from what I've seen, say that if it's a genuine survival situation, it's fine to eat animal products. Like, if you truly have no other choice and it's a matter of, like, your health, which is very rarely the case for, like, us in the US, in a developed country. Like, there are many opportunities for most people, depending on your particular, like, medical and health needs, to avoid animal products, like, pretty rigorously. And obviously the setting of this game is entirely different. But yeah, I did find it a lot more doable than I expected. I haven't yet faced an issue with it. Obviously now I'm just letting it sit here. Just to reflect on my thoughts on different things. But yeah, no, it was interesting thinking more about, like, the questions of, like, when is it a survival situation? When is it, like, a matter of, like, you know, defending yourself? And how you feel that, like, actually using the resources or not? But yeah, I just try and see it as pursuing, I guess, like, for one, your own, like, absolute necessities for survival and health, and for two, like, the question of exploitation. And I feel like I was able to apply those values pretty, like, and I did not play by them perfectly well, though I attempted to, but I can see how the gameplay allows a clear option, a clear path for striving to live by those values within the frame of the game. Alright, yeah.